Holla Peeps, it's your girl Schree, reporting live for SchreeTV, covering the Joshua Young trial. Right now they have a minor on the stand. They're not showing her face because she's a minor, she's a kid.
Do you know the prosecutor is?
Didn't know, but I forgot.
Mackenzie Savage.
Okay, we're going to pause there. Again, this is Trey's sister, Mackenzie Savage.
Oh man, Trey's sister, the victim's sister.
You can hear the nerves. It's just so sad.
It really is sad.
Match that with the dichotomy of Josh Gowker. Bill proud of himself yesterday in his testimony, and here's this innocent child who's still probably processing the death of her brother, Trey. Gene Casares back with us, attorney, HLN legal correspondent. Gene, isn't it just sad to hear this innocent voice, and what could be going on in her mind and heart as she has to testify?
It breaks your heart, Mike.
Yeah.
I mean, it just breaks your heart. And she's going to go into 5th grade. That's so young. So let's look at her testimony.
She's going in 5th grade.
She slept on the couch that
Wow.
night. What really stands out to me is she says that her brother took a shower and then got dressed and came downstairs like he had to get someplace in a hurry. And
he was all excited.
Well, at that point,
you know, according to his sister, he was all excited to go where he was going.
So who had he spoken to? What was the communication? Who was it with? Because Gowker wasn't going anyplace. He was with Amanda for a long time after that. And where was Josh Young?
Excellent point.
Yeah.
Help me here. I'm trying to remember. Josh Gowker.
Gotta make sure you know who your friends are.
He said that he's
Holla.
playing video games, I believe. Mortal Kombat on the couch. Did he say that Kenzie was sleeping on the couch or not?
You know, I listened real closely to that, and I think it was later on, right? It was after even that they had gone to the Circle K, so it was in the early hours of the morning he may have been playing that game, and I heard him sort of say in the porch area, and he didn't think she was there. So a little ambivalent, I think, was Gowker's answer on that.
Right. Again, and you picked up on the key to the testimony there that Trey, the victim here, in a hurry, slammed the door shut as he goes outside, takes a shower, fully dressed, and this is later on in the evening, and it's a school night. So really interesting stuff there. Gene, thank you as always. We'll take your calls a little bit later, by the way. You know the numbers. Open mic, 1-877 LHLN is the number. Stay with us.
HLN, y'all. What you say? See my ball in the background, y'all? Holla. Thing is so fucking bad. I love it. Holla, Teresa. Girl, what you say? Get your website up so I can tell the peeps where they can go get this ball. If you do want a cool light, let me know. I'll hook you up. She can make you a heart. She can make you a big, huge ball. I went with the small ball. You know what I mean? Holla. See? And it lights up. It has a remote control. You can set it to fade. Different colors. Very, very cool. Very, very cool. Holla. You have to wonder what would make a father get his son involved in a murder. Like, what the fuck? Who does that? And the poor kid was only like 14 years old. Imagine how long it takes to die by death by bat. You know what I mean? It had to be a very slow, painful process. Beating somebody to death with a bat. Would they think this was a game of baseball? Oh, okay, now you're playing human baseball. That is fucked up. The dad is already locked up, convicted. You know. Now he's trying to protect his son. Oh no, he didn't do it. But you already said he did it. Now you got his life all fucked up. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I mean, what? Things that make you go, The victim's sister, Mackenzie, it's been 2 years. Let's see what she has to say.
You said that you remember stuff that happened when Trey died. How long ago was that?
2 years ago.
A long time. Do you remember what happened that night? Really, really good?
Not perfectly.
Did you usually sleep on the couch?
Yes.
Is that uncomfortable for you?
No.
Did you ever sleep with any stuff?
Not on the couch. I didn't.
Sometimes you slept upstairs in your bedroom.
Yeah, usually I did.
When you liked Josh Young, did you like him? Oh, no? Has anybody been talking to you about Josh Young?
No, not really.
Do you remember what month it happened?
May.
Do you remember what date we're talking about?
10:30, 11.
You just remember that on your own? It's not like somebody else saw. Do you remember if it was warm or cold, raining?
No.
We do know that it was dark, right? Do you remember talking to a lady that was a social worker named Bridget Fraley? Do you remember going down to the Crimes Against Children unit? You do remember that? Do you remember talking to a lady at that time?
Yeah.
Were they putting you on video?
No.
Were you interviewed? You know what an interview is? Kind of like what we're doing right now.
Do you know what an interview is? Of course the girl knows what an interview is.
That makes sense.
You gotta be careful when questioning children now.
Come talk to you.
No.
Around the time it happened, did anybody, social worker, or anybody like that, you know what a social worker is, right? So he's a man or woman that helps people in trouble. You ever talk to anybody like that? But do you remember on June the 30th going to the Crimes Against Children unit?
No.
And you would have
Again, we're listening
So
to the
she doesn't
testimony.
remember
This is-
going to the Crimes Against Children unit. Let me see here.
Here from the defense attorneys. We'll have more coming up. Stay with us.
That's gotta be tough. You know, for his little sister to have to get up on the stand and testify as to what she saw that night. Now Trey, he got a shower, got dressed, and headed out the door. He was looking forward to going and hanging out with his friends, smoke some weed, and hang out. How heartbreaking. You know, that he went out thinking he was going to have a good time, and he winds up getting beat to death. Reminds me of the story which was turned into a movie, Alpha Dog. If you haven't seen Alpha Dog, you got to watch it. You know, a few years ago I watched it, and I actually even pulled the actual article from it and read it, and it was like so gnarly. You know, but this case kind of reminds me of Alpha Dog. Check it out. Justin Timberlake is in there too. Yeah.
The 13s are going fast. I'm going to get yours right now. Get the Schree on the 2013 Chevy Cruze LX for around
Okay. Can you move your nostrils?
I'm Henry Winkler, and I'm here to tell homeowners that are 62 and older about a great way to live a better retirement. It's called a reverse mortgage. Call right now to receive your free DVD and booklet with no obligation. It answers questions like how a reverse mortgage works, how much you qualify for, the ways to receive your money, and more. Plus, when you call now, you'll get this magnifier with LED light absolutely free.
Since we were at the gym so late last night, I'm letting my baby rest. She is a rider. We were at the gym till like late. So I'll go to the gym when she, you know what I'm saying, when my baby feels like getting up. Set.
Call 800-330-3135 to get your free DVD plus magnifier with LED light. Call today. Los Angeles News now, Mike Wallace, listening to the testimony, and it's heartbreaking. This is Mackenzie. This is the victim's sister. She's young.
Mackenzie. Come back into court now.
Now she's heading into 5th grade. I remember.
5th grader. Going into 5th grade.
Brutal death. And she's being questioned now by Josh Young's defense attorney, so let's play.
But do you remember on June the 30th going to the Crimes Against Children unit?
No.
And you would have been with your grandmother Frida? Do you remember that now?
Yeah.
Do you remember Frida sitting there with you when you were answering questions? And did you tell the truth then?
Yes.
You don't lie, do you? Never. It's not good, is it?
Mm-hmm.
How well can you read?
Pretty good.
If I gave you something to read, could you read it to yourself and tell me if you understand what you're reading?
If this kid is convicted, he faces life in prison. And he's only 17. Whole life fucked up. He's still sitting there with that dumb face.
Did you understand that sentence?
Yes.
Did you make that statement to Miss Bridget? Did you tell her that?
I think so, yeah.
Was that statement true when you made it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can you read that little sentence to the jury, please? Come on.
Uh-oh. He asked the girl to read a statement, and the judge was like, up, come up. Come up. So, you never know. The judge might be like, yo, she's too young. You never know.
Again, listening to the testimony, this is Mackenzie Savage, the victim's sister. And the details are so important. What she said right out of the gate that she was sleeping on the couch and that her brother Trey, later on in the evening, took a shower with his fully dressed, seemed to hurry downstairs, slammed the door shut as he went outside once again. So that's back in court. That sense.
Is there anything about that you didn't understand? And did you tell Miss Bridget what you said on that paper?
I think.
What did you tell her?
I don't really remember what I told her. It was a while ago.
But you read what that says, right? remember telling her that, or you do?
I don't remember what I told her that much.
Thank you. Redirect.
Alright, now the prosecution's getting ready to question her.
Because it was it, your stepmom who told you when you were going to come down there? Because you and we met your parents, correct? But they never talked to you about that. Was the time that you saw Trey that night after the bath, was that the last time you saw him?
Yes.
Was he with anyone then?
No.
Pretty cross. Any questions from the jury? Alright, Kinsey, we let the jury ask questions too, so be patient with me, okay?
Justice for Trey.
Alright.
Justice for Trey.
I have the attorneys up here. I'm going to put this noise on that makes a big noise, but we'll be right back to you.
His life just as valuable as Trayvon Martin.
Of Kinsey.
Now we need to have justice for Trey. You know? Kid beaten to death with a bat or a pipe. It's just not right. I'm going to go ahead and close this session out, peeps. We're at 16:40 on the timer. I don't want us to run out of time. You know I love you, and that we'll have more SchreeTV in a few shakes. I love you guys.